Yeah, welcome back to round number 4 of miniseries Bus Stop versus Browntown. Um, this round, Voltie is up 2-1 at the moment in the series. So looking to tie it back up here. Um, on the draw, annoying hand. The hand is super duper nice if I can find one more land. And then I can go Monolith Tez and really be off to the races. As a one lander, I don't think I can keep this. I only have 2 draw steps at the land, but I do have the bauble as a redraw. But if I spend turn 2 drawing with the bauble on the draw, I think I'm just going to end up too far behind. Um, yeah, if it misses, it's probably quite likely to miss. 53 cards, 20 lands left. Don't think I can gamble this hand. It also, if there's an Inquisition or a Thoughtseize, is taking one of the either the Tez, the Bauble, or the Grey Monolith, then the hand also sort of falls apart because it's kind of a 2 card combo. Um, that said, hand number 2 is much nicer. So we're going to keep Crawler for sure. We're going to keep these two because they get me up to this. And I think I actually am happy to keep the Serum Powder, um, given it gets us to the leveler that turn quicker. We turn 3 leveler with this being 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 short. Okay. But still, it gets +1, gets us closer. So let's go ahead and drop the Talon Gates, which isn't particularly exciting. If I could Talon Gates with a workshop, that might be a little bit more interesting, but that is an illegal play. Paper only play. Okay, Ugin's also pretty cool follow up. We're still just going to lead with the Crawler here. Might just find a removal spell, but the upside is definitely worth it, and there's not really any. If I had a 5 drop in hand, maybe I'd play the powder here instead, but or had I drawn a 5 drop, I could say. But I'd really like to get the crawler going and potentially draw into some action. Because we've got the late game in a good spot, but we just need to find something to do next turn and the following one. And then turn 4, we should be fine to get the leveler going. Also a great hand that just gets to so many draws work so well with the hand when I've got like on turn 3 I've got 6 mana just in the lands, even if I got Mind Twisted or they Volti goes like Duress plus Thoughtseize and just rips my hand apart, I'm still gonna have a lot of live draws to get out of this. So Crawler's gonna do a little bit of work here. 2 damage on upkeep. Well, before main phase, she's drawn 2 cards, so 2 damage there. If she cantrips, then yep, even more damage. I love the Crawler. Just accidentally pumps out so much damage. Glad I played it turn 1 instead of the powder. Um, it's effectively done, like it entered and did 3, I guess, as a result of this turn cycle. Um, and then on my upkeep, it'll do another 1, and then it'll attack for 3, and then it'll do another 1 on Voltie's upkeep. So like with just 1 attack, multiple turn cycles, but one single attack it would have done 3, 4, 5, 8 damage. That's kind of crazy. Time to bolt it. Okay, not getting bolted. Love that. Okay, great draws. I think I should just attack first. I honestly think a relic would get forced here to get the Darcy up and running, and that could potentially turn on Delirium. So like I think the attack here is kind of free. There's not really too much that can go wrong. Um, Now, Candelabra plus Workshop is going to make it extremely easy to get to this next turn. Because I just think about days is probably the one thing to be aware of. Let's go this one. We'll play the powder out as well. Okay, she's F6 with a relic. This relic you. And you can go to your third turn at 10 life. Just does so much damage. It's such a good card. And it just keeps the cards flowing for the bot deck, which is like often when you need to mulligan very aggressively to find these powerful like mana engines, it just kind of recoups the card advantage that you've lost due to those mulligans. Such a good card. Cling to draw a card. That's not too big of a deal. What did we get? Delta got exiled here. Sure. The crawler is almost soloing. It's actually crazy. Really does punish these cantrip. Like it's almost like a turn one Sheoldred against a cantrip heavy hand. It's such a beating. Okay, goes to second main, plays an Inquisition that I think will prompt a concession. Don't think I can do Ugin. Don't really need to. Maybe I can't. Yeah, it's all gravy. Um, so the way I think about Candelabra is it gives anything that taps for more than one, it adds that much mana. So with a workshop, it's going to add two additional mana. So it'll be this is going to make 3 mana because I have one that taps for 2 and then one that taps for 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 mana. 11, 12 mana. So I can do both of these. That sounds pretty good. Should I lead on this? Let's lead on the lodestone just to try and make things a little bit more awkward. It does mean that the leveler will be dazable despite my 12 mana, but I think that's okay. With Silk at the cast trigger, kill this, attack for 3. She's at 4, facing down 2 lethal threats. I think if she had a bolt or a dismember or anything, it would have already been fired off. Oof, okay. This crawler has been the absolute MVP. The crawler that could. This. Good job, little guy. Trent, if you're watching this, this is why we play this guy. He's such a good little guy. Alrighty, same sideboarding as previous videos. I'm not going to go into much detail. If you've been watching the series, you'll know by now what the reasoning is. And if you haven't, maybe check out some of the previous videos and um, I'll explain my reasoning for how I like to approach the matchup in those ones. One more. What was the last one? This guy. Sort of an interesting hand. Voltie's kept 7. Keep drawing these one-landers. Not so many one-landers so far. Uh, this one had similar issues to the last one where it doesn't... It might just fail to do anything if I don't hit land drops, but the Saga turns into a mana vault on turn 3 no matter what. And then I have 4, this would be 5. So I have turn 3 goal loss as like the fail state, assuming no interaction on the either of these two cards. I think that's okay. Leaning towards a keep here. Because then the goal loss goes and gets a Tolarian. And if I untap from that point, I'm just off to the races with the Ugin and such. The vacuum's like decent interaction as well. Okay, might be a little sketchy. Let me know if you think this one's too loose. It's obviously a little bit loose, but I'm gonna give it a crack. If we draw land right away, we can also think about pivoting into actually using the Saga for the tokens. I have a lot of options if we do draw that. Here's the Ragavan. I've drawn a land, interesting. Just when I like to see it, my first draw step being gemstone on the draw is always a very funny one. Deck, well done. I'm kind of interested in just getting to this Ugin really quickly. I don't think going on the Saga token plan is necessary when I've got this much gas, so I'm actually going to run out Saga turn 1. Maybe get the vacuum going. I think vacuum's better than bauble given. Well, firstly, Voltie's F6 and oops. And this also stops like Patrol Reanimate or Emperor or something like that. And just keeps the graveyard nice and small, which is good in the face of Murktides and Tassigars. Darcy's. It's a Khan, that's fine. Pretty glad not to draw that, to be honest. Sure. I think we'll nab the Preordain over the Bauble for Murktide reasons. It's actually kind of close between which of these I want to pick. 2-mana Null Rod, Ledger, sure. The Bauble's more unique for Delirium purposes, but I think I'll hit Preordain starting out. Play Blast Zone. We are all in on the Ugin. Fortunately, this is a very good time to slam a sideboard card, so kind of feel like there could be one here, but also again, looking at like the texture of Voltie's hand, like you're keeping any hand with a Ragavan because it's underpointed, so it doesn't really tell me much about the hand. If they just hold up Counterspell, that'd be interesting. Oh, you hit my relic? Okay. Sure. Crack it. Okay, love to see that. Okay, well, let's untap. Um, I'm gonna get Manifold, but I'm thinking I do have enough mana that I can actually go Vexing Bauble, then play the Ugin to play around a Force. It's yeah, better against Force, well, both Forces. Worse against just worst in the abstract that I can just right now go land and then keep one of these untapped. Let's play land. Oh no, sorry, I can't do that. It does mean that Ugin gets dazed a little bit better. And then also, if I play the Ugin and then play the Bauble, I get to exile both of these, which is really nice. That's pretty serious upside. Think about running the Ugin out first. If it gets consigned, we're kind of dead in the water. Oh, I floated too much. Oops. Do the Ragavan. Oh, resolved. Brilliant. All right, kill your board. I know that it's a bit awkward that in this sequence they get the connive, but I was pretty sure that the Ugin wasn't going to resolve, so uh, I did it this way um, because I'm more concerned about the Ragavan. And like one connive's not, I'm not too concerned. Um, Question is, do I just get a Mystic Forge going, or do I just draw a card off the Ugin? Probably just draw. Well, ludicrously far ahead, but let's actually think about what could go wrong for us to lose this one. I think it starts with Molten Collapse kill these two. Um, in which case I would rather have had the Forge in play. Um, Drawing a card off the Ugin is appealing. Let's get the. Let's just draw a card. The Forge, the fact that I'm tapping out for the Forge right now also means like it's not. I'm not going to get anything off of it this turn unless there's a 0 drop on top. Um, so I think I'd rather play it like this. If they have collapse, then yeah, it's bad, but we're still 4 cards in hand, untapping with 3 mana, locking down their graveyard. Like we're behind, but we're not in a terrible spot if they collapse. And if they don't collapse, it's just they're dead to this next turn. I exile. Like if they just play like a random permanent, I'm just gonna exile it and they'll be in a world of hurt. I think collapse is the only thing that gets it. Unholy Heat, nowhere near. Delirium, Flux or Null Rod, wouldn't really care too much. That'd be good, but I could work around it. Okay, it does have the collapse, so we are still playing. Still really good to clear off all the pressure that they had that turn. Like this is, even though this is worst case scenario for me, this has still been like 4 for 1. Oh, you're targeting this? Okay, I'm definitely drawing a card. Um, Now how aggressively am I gonna like? I could use the vacuum now to prevent like a Tasiga or like a. Well, they could play Tasiga, but it would mean that they'd have to spend a treasure or make a Murktide uncastable. It's probably worth doing. Could be like Troll Reanimate as a reason not to do it. I think I'd rather do it. Stopping a Murktide here is like pretty big game. Okay, neither of those. More 8-drops, not ideal. Let's just get some clowns going. I think for the same reason I want to just hit this Molten Collapse as well. Next turn I might not even play the Forge. I might just untap a Grim Monolith. If I draw a land, I actually think I'll do that just to, like, getting up to Cityscape that much quicker is just so good. And, like, yeah, Forge when you're tapping out for it is just like it does nothing the turn you play it, which is always such a, just feels terrible. Shelly. Yeah, definitely want to work towards that in that case. Taking quite a bit of damage this way. Lodestone does trade with a Shelly. And we are a mana short of the Cityscape next turn. So maybe we just play the Lodestone out. It's a bit of a roadblock. I'm not gonna vacuum this time. On the off chance that these guys trade, and then I can vacuum the Sheoldred instead. What the hell? Ah, cutter. Okay. They have a 3-drop. Oh, okay, right. I was wondering why they were using the treasure token. I think I actually just want to jump here. The 3/3 body's like not lining up particularly well against anything. I can't crew it very easily either. Let's just go for a jump. We really do need to be careful with our life total with the shoulder triggers plus the mana vault. Yeah, I think on that same kind of line of thinking, we just untap the vault here and hope it survives. Okay, command's cool. We might have to like K-command a token and draw a card, I guess. Rogue. Please no more spells. No, I can't beat spells. Oh, Speedy Frog. Yeah, good attacks. So if I go block here, take. Let's assume she won't discard. I'll take 4, 6. Go to 6. Go to 4 on my draw step. Um, I have to kill Frog because it threatens to jump and kill me. And I go to 2 after my next draw step. But then we either trade. So okay, it's fine. It's not fine. It's very bad, but it's where we're at. Let me just prevent a Tassica maybe. It's also like the cutter is just going to kill us if it doesn't. Like there's so many things that can go wrong, but we're playing tryouts. Okay, do hit a land. It's good. It has to be frog. Um, there's no way to prevent the frog from getting flying with the ghost vacuum. Like they've got enough cards in hand, they can just fuel it solo. So this is what we got to do. Oh, yep, nice. Okay, kind of unfortunate that we once the Ugin died, we really just drew like boring lands or unimpactful 4 or 5 drops. So would have like if we had a workshop or I don't know something else to kind of push us along to get to like dying with 3 really powerful cards in hand. That's an indication that we were really lacking on the mana. And yeah, once we'd committed both our mana due to the Vault and the Grim Monolith, then yeah, there wasn't really much we could do. Okay, back on the play for game 3. Question I asked last time is do I want Sphere Resistance over like what's this called? Night Scythe. I think I'm happy to try it again, see how it goes. The taxing pieces can just be so bad if you draw them late game, but I think on the play there's a lot of upside to just randomly stealing a game where Voltie's relying on a cantrip to make the hand work, and I just lock her out. Sand has 1 land. Sand has multiple lands. It's just a bit clunky. I think I'm gonna mull like 2 medium threats with these guys. The sphere is actually going to be pretty detrimental for me. And as I was saying, like I'm not. If I could play this turn 1, then maybe I'd gamble on just stealing the game with it. But um, don't think I'm. I think I can do better with a 5. Let's powder. Probably keep relic in the deck. Oh, 2 cards. And okay, well maybe Mopal. Keep Mopal in the deck. He's really not playing ball today. I guess we keep, but it's pretty bad. we'll again use the bauble later to try and protect the card that we would have drawn. Okay, dodging Inquisitions is definitely one way we could claw our way back into this game. It's pretty much a prime example of why we didn't crack the bauble. Yep, that would have been taken. Okay, we're kind of piecing things together. How do we want to do this? I think I just want to play the Grim and kind of similar to last game, just work towards an Ugin. If I draw a land next turn, then I can play map and crack it, and then I'm actually at the Ugin already with a Nexus. There's Probe. Is this the game where we finally see a Null Rod? Voltie hasn't played any side like Null Rods or Energy Fluxes against me yet, so it's about time. Yeah. Right on cue. Was one reason to play and crack the map there, but it's a pretty hard read to just assume they have this and when it's worse against anything except the Null Rod. Okay, looks like we're in a holding pattern for a minute. We're in the workshop waiting room, as we often are. Okay, found a land. I guess we get the Sith down. I mean, this port is clearly doing a bit of work. Is it better than just playing the Sith and getting some pressure? I think I just want to get the pressure going. Yep. Definitely like a pretty likely holding, but the thing is like just relying on the port isn't always going to work when Voltie's kind of due for a land drop at some point. Okay, let's see what's up. That was a good draw. Consign, Bauble, Dismember, Heat, Shieldred, Grave. Let's put Ugin under this. If I just slam the Golos, it's 100% getting consigned, so let's just run out this. You would... Oh, wait. You have Watergrave... you still have Drop, don't you? Okay. We'll get this down, and then we'll plan to Confluence... I think Voltie's just going to slam the Sheldred, at which point we'll just kill it with the Confluence and make a spawn. Sorry, a sign, I should say. Okay. Take our one. You're really just going to hold up Consign. Okay. Oh, this Bulbul's dead as well. I didn't even think about it. I think the Confluence is pretty good bait. Yeah, I think I should play the Confluence. I think it'll draw out the consign, and then the Golos resolves. I go get, say, Tolarian, and then we're pretty close to getting back to this Ugin. The consign will be gone. One of these removal spells will take out the Golos. That's fine. So I'm going to cast this. I'm just not sure if I want to. Do I value a Scion more than a Baleful Strix? I think I don't. I think I'd rather go kill that, make 2 spawn. So if I do that, then it gets counted. I play Golos, I get Tolarian, this gets killed. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is counted. If it resolves, then yeah, let's do this. Okay. So wisely getting a surveyor land to think about this. Beating her bauble, very nice. Um, I feel like she's gonna take that. Well, she didn't respect. Oh, draw it anyway. Um, let's get in with these. Small chance that these are good enough to prompt Unholy Heat. No. This will definitely be good enough, but that's honestly fine. I actually kind of want this to happen so it can clear the way for the Ugin. Maybe it's not that big of a deal because like I've already got the Tolarian. It's just going to get pretty cleanly killed by the Dismember. It's basically like, would you consign a Saga? Which I think the answer is yes. You could go like consign this, start trying to pick off the Scions to keep me off of Ugin mana. It's definitely an option, and then get Sheoldred to get some pressure to win. I'm definitely going to port here to make that a little bit harder for her. I might not even. I was actually going to like intuit. I think anyone would just port this, but I think if I do go to port this, then she's going to hate one of these. So I might actually port like one of these black sources. Okay, that's consigned. Go to your upkeep. Okay, heating now. Yep, so she's kind of came to the same conclusion I have. Um, that's fine. So now we'll hit the red source. Looks a blue. And dismember? Yeah, really respecting the Ugin, which you have to, so I get that. Hopefully no land here, just land the Shelly. Yeah. Shelly's a good one. Um, so this is worth 2. Oh no, I don't have Metalcraft, so it's only worth 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next turn I'll be able to Ugin. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Consign's used. I don't think they play Snappy, so this should be pretty good outside of like a Colligan's to make me discard it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or like a shatter on one of these could change that math. Over to you. We know the hand is Bauble Dismember, so they would have to rip it here. Fingers crossed that's not the case. Oh, true. They can't draw Colligans, so tap the red source, so leaves a pretty slim range of things that would get us. Maybe the Flux, that'd be brutal. Douthy, sure. One, two, three. Just gonna count once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Come back to me. Okay, that's pretty nice. So let's go slam this. Kill Shelly. Wait, how do you have counterspell? I thought this was your hand. Oh, you use a dismember. Whoops. Um, I think it was still right to hit the Shieldred over the Douthy, but it's actually kind of close. Yeah, it would have been right. So now we're on a 3-turn clock to this Douthy. She can also just grab an Ugin. It's not very good against me, but it is like a Phyrexian arena, so it's pretty good. It's not going to exile anything, but gaining 3 and drawing a card every, well, extra each turn is pretty good. Gets a Bone Man. Does want an Ugin. Well, assume it's Ugin, right? Yeah. You can do like Ugin plus for mana and do the Bone Man trick, but there's nothing really that interesting. Yeah, look, it's probably pretty good plan for the just to slam it Ugin. Like I don't really think I can beat it. What does this card do? Even though like +3 mana could sometimes be useful. Play the Bowman, assume. Yeah. Probably nab the Douthy. Or the Golos. Takes Golos, yeah. Plays Death Right. Okay. Hmm. Okay, Blast Zone just the Death Right. I almost need to, because this is representing 7 damage. Like, it would save me the need to chump this. Yeah, I'd love to get this to 2 and kill the Emperor plus the Null Rod. Let's play this guy for starters. So I have 3. This is now 2, so it's 5, 6, 7. So if I'm going to get it to 2, I'm a forced chump here And then take 3, go to 6. This is killing me in like a couple of hits. Like, I'm not too worried about the null rod, and like, this is gonna get to do its thing either way. It's more the 4/4 that I'm worried about. I think I'm more likely to win if I just leave the crawler in play. So let's just pop this and kill the death right. And then we'll plan to use the port again. Okay. Oh, keep getting goal loss. Kind of makes sense to get the surveil. Like, you know you're going to do this anyway, so I agree with that. I guess I don't actually have all that much mana with the Tolarian now. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not great. I was thinking like Cityscape is probably the way I win this game. But we actually would need to draw like land plus Cityscape off of the crawler to facilitate that. It's pretty precarious. Like plenty of red cards will kill me at this spot, but that's okay. It's been a long match. We would have timed out with normal timers. Not yet, but soon. You're gonna ultimate my Ugin? That'd be sick. Alright, let's see what the crawler's got for me. Nothing. Oh, nice. Good way to get uh I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I guess I still did the right thing. Like, I would have been dead to the death right. If I hadn't have done it, then yeah, no, there's no way I could have done it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, the Bone Man takes it. All right, Voltie's up 3-1. Not looking good for the Brown Town. Let's see if we can rally and bring it back in the next ones. Thanks for watching.